have nothing much really to say about this weather.
She took a really big, deep breath, and I know you all thought, just as well as I did, that Julia was going to say something really impactful and super climactic, and then she goes, I have nothing much to say.
No, because last week it was gorgeous. I was like, we are on the way to spring. I'm like, thanks.
Did I or did I not tell you that it was all going to come to a grinding halt and you should not have got complacent? So did I tell you?
When you give the baby the candy, they run with it. It's like that TikTok where she goes, I'm just a baby.
Oh, great. She's back to talking about TikToks. The weather this week admittedly has sucked compared to what we had last week across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. Just since yesterday morning, we've seen a fair amount of rain across the Tennessee Valley. The Huntsville International Airport has seen 1.86 inches of rain. Just behind them, Decatur, 1.85. Just over an inch and a half in Scottsboro, just over an inch and a half in Russellville, and just under an inch and a half in Cortland. And again, those rainfall totals are just since yesterday morning. The good news here is that radar looks nice and quiet this evening. I expect it's going to stay that way as we head into the overnight. As a matter of fact, the clouds are really going to clear across the Tennessee Valley tonight, tomorrow morning. If they haven't already, look outside. Let me know what you see. Temperature's going to bottom out in the mid and upper 30s. I've got a low right around 38 degrees. That's what the kids get to deal with tomorrow morning. Yeah, another chilly morning at the bus stop. That's okay. Spring break is on the horizon. You've got something to look forward to. 39 at 7, 43 by 8, 50 degrees by the time we get to 9 o'clock. Are the kids going to need a jacket tomorrow morning? Most definitely. Are you going to need a jacket tomorrow morning? Most definitely. Are you guys going to need those jackets in the afternoon? Most definitely not. Temperatures a little warmer tomorrow compared to what we've seen over the last couple of days. A little more seasonal for this time of year, climbing into the lower 60s. Got a high right around 63 degrees. That warmer air is going to continue as we head into your Friday. Winds out of the south, out ahead of a cold front. That cold front is going to be the topic of conversation for the next couple of days, because on the back side of that cold front is an insanely cold air mass that is going to make you want to refuse to leave the house through the first half of the weekend. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. At the same time, that cold front's bringing the opportunity for a little bit of snow across the Tennessee Valley. We're going to talk about that right now. The lunch hour on Friday, a mostly sunny sky, maybe a couple of clouds back across northeast Alabama. Through Friday afternoon, early into the Friday evening, cloud cover's gradually going to increase across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. And with that is going to come the opportunity for a couple of isolated, widely scattered showers across the Tennessee Valley. Most of us are going to be dry Friday evening. It's not until we get to the later part of Friday evening and then early into the overnight that the opportunity for rain begins to increase. Then we get to the earliest hours of Saturday morning, and this is where things get really, really interesting, because temperatures are going to begin to fall off, and they're going to fall off somewhat quickly. Futurecast is trying to paint this picture that has some of us transitioning over to a little bit of sleet or freezing rain before we finally make that transition to just straight snow through the earliest hours of Saturday morning. By 8, 9 o'clock on Saturday morning, it does look like we are going to be dry. Could we potentially have some travel problems on Saturday morning? Yeah, we definitely could. Where is the snow going to accumulate? Best chance for that going to be across northwest Alabama, Lauderdale down into Colbert County, northern Limestone County, and then up into southern Middle Tennessee. Folks in those locations could see anywhere between 1 and 3 inches. Best chance for those higher accumulations going to be up across southern Middle Tennessee for sure. Here's what Saturday looks like. Just 36 degrees, 54 on Sunday after we start the day in the 20s, back in the lower 60s through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Hey, you guys are going to want to stick around right after this newscast. Emily and I are going to bring you the 2022 edition of the Fox 54 Severe Weather Special. There's definitely a lot of good information, and Emily's here on her birthday, so you're going to want to stick around. That's all I got for you this evening.